Greetings everyone, and thanks for providing us an opportunity to talk about our startup. We are based out of Mumbai, and we know that it being a metro, it generates a lot of waste. A lot of this waste is actually going to landfills because it is untreated. This is an issue not only for the people in the city, but also to the people living around it. Now, how do we intend to tackle it, and what is our focus? Our focus is pretty simple, that we intend to increase the reverse logistics for reduction of waste through segregation. Now let's delve further into it. Now, when we are talking about segregation, we have a device designed two solutions especially for segregation. One is for the bulk, that is a conveyor based approach, and one is for the source based segregation, that is called as a standalone segregator. And it comes under a one time lease and a one time sale approach, especially for upcyclers, recyclers, manufacturers, waste to energy players, and material recycling facilities. But when we are talking about any kind of automation, it is not very easy because a lot of the players who are already in this domain do this operation manually. So, in order to develop, validate, and establish an ecosystem, we have devised a derivative that is called as a smart kit. It is basically meant for monitoring the waste infrastructure. Also, it comes under a one time lease, one time sale approach, and it is meant for upcyclers, recyclers, EPR, and CSR players. Now, when we talk about the market has been divided into five segments based on our understanding during the research. And in line with this, we have defined our focus segment. This focus segment gives us the TAM, SAM, and SOM. And our beachhead market, as such, is the city of Mumbai. The reason is not only because it's our city where we are based, but also because other reasons like what is the level of automation, what is the level of competition, what is the possibility of adoption and upgradation in the future. Now, what is the customer value proposition? Our customer value proposition, especially because we have initiated with the smart kit, is that we have deployed it for EPR players, especially for FMCG and e-waste, and we can see the pre and post expenditure that they are doing with regards to collection. So we can see that there is savings. Other than this, the smart kit can be easily upgraded towards a smart segregator, and also whatever the data that is being generated is valuable for scaling and for improving their operational efficiency further. Now, as we're talking about the products, let's understand it better. The smart kit is actually a derivative, as we mentioned, and it is used for monitoring the waste infrastructure. It has some advantages with regards to cost, upgrades, and also with regards to its modular design. Now, when we're talking about the smart segregator, it comes under two categories, a conveyor based for bulk and the standalone for segregation at the source. Both of them have advantages with regards to it being easily adopted with the existing infrastructure and also for non contact based segregation. On the right hand side, we have shown a spectroscopy which is being utilized for segregating day to day items. Now, especially when we come to the customer discovery part, we have had a lot of assumptions and which we validated by interviewing a lot of people. The assumptions were from automation, monetization, operational efficiency, waste clearing, etc. And from that, we understood one important thing, that is, cost is very important in dealing with waste. Second is that whatever the solution, it needs to operate with 100% standalone operation without any supervision. And the third thing is that whatever the waste input prediction is, that will be helpful, especially from the recycling point of view. So, in line with this, we have defined the impacts. Now, because the smart kit is being used for dry and wet waste, we can say that when we are talking about wet waste, it is allowing for lesser wet waste ending up in landfills, so lower methane, and also the pickups are lowered, which is leading to lower CO2. With regards to dry waste, because the dry waste is diverted, it leads to lower carbon footprint. Also, with it leads to better savings because it is being utilized for making items like furniture, desks, etc. So overall carbon footprint is lowered. Now, when we are talking about the smart segregator, our approach is to increase the diversion rate similar to this and reduce the microplastics in our food, which is coming through marine sources. So this is our team which is at the center of it, and we are focused on converting India into a circular economy.